Welcome to the Evan Talk Show. Here's our first guest of the evening, Mansa Musa. Here's a descendant of the Ghana Empire. He's our second guest. Here's a descendant of the song. Here's a descendant of the Mali Empire.
Hi.
Here we are with Justin today, a descendant of the Ghana Empire itself. Would you mind telling us a little bit about the Ghana Empire and when it was formed and such?
Well, the Ghana Empire existed as early as 400 to 600 current era, and its capital was Kumbi. All the rulers were descended through the female line and ruled through a council of ministers. It also had a hierarchical society with slaves at the bottom, then farmers and draftsmen, merchants, and lastly the king and his court.
Oh, that's very interesting. How did trade work?
Well, for trade we imported salt, cloth, metal goods such as copper, and we were also in control of the gold and slave trade.
It's very interesting. Now, you mentioned that the rulers descended through females. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about the emperors?
Well, the empire received tributes from chieftaincies taxes, which are taxes on royal lands and crop supplemented duties imposed on trade.
Oh, and just on the topic of the entire empire and everything, I heard that it converted to Islam at one point. Is that true?
Actually, no. The empire did not convert to Islam, but it did make arrangements to accommodate Muslims.
Oh, that's very interesting. Thank you, Justin, for your time. Here we are with Mali, direct descendant from the Mali Empire. No, not that kind of Mali! Oh, God. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about the Mali Empire? How it was formed?
The Qaeda clan formed the Mali Empire in 1200 CE, which lasted about until 1500 CE.
Oh, that's very interesting. How did it really form? They just kind of needed money, right?
Yeah, it was built on monopolization of the north-south gold trade.
Oh. So, how did you get the money to afford all of the gold?
We used captives for plantation labor in Niger, which created a food surplus for trade.
Okay.
Agriculture and cattle farming were primary occupations, but the specialty was metalworking.
It's very interesting. Who's your emperor?
One of our most famous emperor is Mansa Musa. He was the greatest, and his capital, Timbuktu, became an important center of Islamic learning and culture.
It's very interesting. And did you guys convert to Islamic, just to clarify?
Yes, after he came into rule.
That's very interesting. Okay, thank you for your time. Here we are with Mansa Musa, the #1 richest man in history.
I have more money than this guy.
Actually, I have over $400 billion.
Oh, wow.
Billions and billions of dollars.
That's outrageous. Well, how did you amass all that money?
Well, in 1325, I set out with 60,000 porters, 80 camels carrying 140 kilograms of gold each, and 500 slaves clad in Persian silk. On my pilgrimage, I devastated the economy of the region of Cairo, Medina, and Mecca. The sudden influx of gold I gave to them devalued the metal for the next decade. Prices on goods and wares super inflated.
That's not very good. Why are you wearing a straw hat if you're so rich?
Because it looked nice.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time. Here we are with a direct descendant from the song.
Hi.
The song.
Hi.
Right, the High Empire. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about how it was formed and, just general things?
How what was formed?
Song High. The song High.
Hi.
Yes. The High.
Well, the empire was created in 1350 CE and ended around 1600 CE.
All right. What was its religion?
The Songhai's empire's religion was Islam because the ruler Askia Muhammad was Muslim. Most of the appointed judges were also Muslim. He built mosques and never failed to Islamize the empire.
That's very interesting. Muhammad was the ruler? That's extremely interesting. Now, I heard that Mansa Musa, one of our previous guests, actually conquered the Songhai Empire. Thank God you didn't do that.
Do what?
Thank God. I heard that Mansa Musa, one of our previous guests, actually conquered it. Do you know when that was?
Well, Mansa Musa gained control of the Gao region in 1325.
It's very interesting. And he brought a lot of trade into the area afterwards, which is just a little side note I thought I'd bring up. Okay, thank you for having us. I would really like to talk to you about the Songhai Empire later. I don't want to do that now. I really don't.
Don't want to do what?
Bye. This just in, the spread of Islam is spreading like wildfire over West Africa. Islam was introduced by traders from North Africa and the Nile Valley by Berbers, which are the Islam chief agents. The influence of Islam has furthered trade, provided administrators, and stimulated intellectual life in West Africa so far, and it's doing much better things for it already. Islam was an urban faith, and it did not penetrate the countryside, where most people retain their traditional beliefs in gods, but it will soon. In year 985, the kingdom of Gu officially became Muslim, but the rulers did not try to convert their families, thus keeping Islam as strong as it was. Trade in the Trans-Saharan was made possible for you today by the camel. They can carry 500 pounds of weight and travel 25 miles a day. Get yours today! Here we are in West Africa. As you can see, it's very, very warm. Beautiful outside. A stifling, blistering, -4 degrees outside. As you can see, the nicest time of the year. Back to you for our trade info. Empires have been trading gold, ivory, and wood such as ebony, and agricultural products such as cola nuts for luxury goods such as textiles, seeds, beads, ceramics, ornamental weapons, and utensils. Mali is the principal producer of gold. Thank you.
In Senegambia, Europeans introduced new crops such as maize, peanuts, squash, sweet potatoes, and cocoa. 1/3 of the African slaves exported during the 16th century came from Senegambia. Senegambia's maritime trade with Europe was primarily in gold and products such as salt, cotton goods, hides, and copper. On the Gold Coast, Europeans had built port forts to protect their trade. The Gold Coast was obviously known for their many gold mines, but in the end, they had more gold coming in for slaves rather than going out for their mines. Go.
Welcome to the Evan Talk Show.
Magic.
No, why'd you say magic?
You have to say magic or it doesn't work.
Yeah, dum-dum.
It's logic,
Wait.
Evan.
Welcome to the Evan Talk Show. Baby, it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. You best run from me.
First.
Woo!
It's a blistering -40.
Just boils forming on your skin. It's way too warm out here.